yankwa homa no so biemu na ye ne emranimni ye nua bema eba na mramu a nyame ama nimdia na waben wo mram na bibia ni a ye tumrika kone nase na wodi nchirimu papa maye no enei waba homa no so na wotate ne nka wo dwumade so pi ye fa no lawyer dankwa o wa homa no so minia memwaju o council.
Introduction with you.
Oh yes, sir. I did. Yes, say a fatawa the mount. We the lawyer. Uni pay cow home yanam the amount. Now you know say here council.
Me krom.
Who krom? Good. Me pa cho Ghana had here. Ubesi ade chini anti asem fofra na ye chiri. De bia wo de yeka. Da e be fro bia wo issue fofra yeka. Ya papa Tantanka when you baby call ye na a chilling sem bebre tututu nyina ba ho some de bebre kwa ama yenua ba Adwoa Safo amre bi atwa mu na wo ye MP e wo Ghana ha wono so ye mranim ni saa na wo ye announcement sane papa ye ne baso ene ya woda in fact wo ye announcement bebre only for us to know say yenua ba ma ye frɛ no akofena wono so ye Adwoa Safo ni nua bema a wo nyina free one father okohu court e de court anim ama endra ye hu no krata wa bonte e kire se court de enafua maako edu asi wo se mayanya yie no kopem se court betena asem no so na wo mde yi atu yie ma yenya yie ene ye da sore ya ye nua ba Adwoa Safo ene ne dom egina yi na se a ye kese yie no koso den ewo gumu ampatam ho na when ye busa say court the injunction to ade so na yetia injunction no ana ya botra injunction no eye sa ade na court bra se ma ye nya na esusu so bo ne ben ene betumi abaye so yetio cancel. Hello?
Yeah, Rono Padosimanga.
Council, they are making out here.
But I may say,
I ain't you.
Okay. Now, me say, me share with you for dinner. Now, we did council, I council also say, near Yasiwo, injunction, Akofona, it's me, Ekoji free high court. Ediba, say, Emema ye papa Kwadwo Safo ne yi enkoso ende na ende de ya san fi say yi ne koso in fact arehosem if we say ye mremu wa hanom ye nia ya gya to say nia court be kan no na ye de be ye adwuma and in the third arm of the government ya gya to say no nye judiciary na ke say de omo be ka bia no menteme ho ase bia sorry na say de court nia court ne be kan no ete so obia e den ejitum se wonji ntum a ye wo avenues are obetumi afa to appeal the decision of the court ko si say e dey do Supreme Court na asama free high court ye hu any appeal bia the high court we say the court has placed an injunction on the funeral. Usually injunctions ne ba so 10 days in after 10 days no na about betnase na pay abehwe why the injunction should not be made permanent. Now you know how to proceed. But the yena koso nedia, in fact, it is an affront to our democracy, is an affront to the law. It's a disgrace to the court.
Ebani say ade na court no beye.
Ebani say na near okosiki injunction na ya respectable. Obe apply to the court for contempt. And you know, Obe make application to the court. Akofana in that regard, Obe make application to the court for contempt proceedings to be instituted against Adwoa Safo, any whoever that was attached to the rate. I think in this case, transition. So contempt applications will be filed against them. No more court about the trade in Tiamama court no and punish you. Usually it's a contempt application, but say either say you be fine no, and I say you be ma wako prison, akwa serve term, prison. Into nema mienu and they open to the court to be.
Wow. Na obi bebusa say contempt no aye kan wasema ni nyina na me nyanhye mu na eba yi injunction no enro na ba abonten ye ne saa injunction no ye shada ko sebu obi letter e de letter bi command say court to see emfa letter mrew na hwan e na ye de saa letter no command.
Okay, e wo mremu no ye kosiki an injunction and fact the rules of court no pointed to a certain direction say you be serve rate immediately now on second rate no na say injunction e ka ho a nya wo ye bia e say wo jai na wo court no na court no sign wo say kokoto aso na court no sisu pi say jai na wo jai. So the direction of or the precedence of this country is going towards the fact to say yes, serve with the injunction procedure na pe it say we die. Now we court no on the date na ya show a application so no court na we go tie their court no be den e be kan. And you know it is assumed to say immediately the documents they be say Adwoa Safo and I say the command transition pen they must be omo ye bia they say omo jai. Consistent date of the court no be so no mo be ko akwa tie their court no be so mo kan. So the precedence or the direction is pointing say a survey wa it said they are you jai. Even before the court will even hear the application proper, they are we be a jai.
Ebetumi abasa Adwoa Safo beka se wanhunu injunction bia wanti injunction bia ho asem.
Well, there is enough evidence there is enough defense obetumi akwashasi. But when we say sabi say you can't say na say what asem no won from ampo na say efa wo ho a ebi a wo ko bo etire mpo ko hwehwe say asem efa no ho ana nti ne sabi you say enye wo mpo na wo ba court ne personally and I sorry enye wo ne de be share won sa personally no service no so wo ne ho asem kra eda ho. If you say service no echo on some personality, yeah, then you also respect the court. Say I'm calling some personality, yeah, and then that one there's a long legal issues that will be to set aside the service and no one can on. But however that it is, you must respect even if the application was ex parte and a court in grant say, yeah, you must respect the decision of the court. Because yes, the problem as a court decisions, a dear brought to from say Romeo, you can imagine, Otana, so be the was I say, not a coin dancing us away, she not so to see her. That is about 1 day when you found. So the same institution now, a boy who buying, in your summer, you jam a cohort only my end. The science institution, the orders, the banana, yes, our orders, media, now you have to institution nothing. Oh, if you know, the court is clear, say, even when the court gives a decision, but not a one decision in Tumuprana. Respect the decision and follow the due process to apply for a review or go on an appeal. You must respect the decision of the court, even if you disagree with it.
Counsel,
even another presidential election, look at what was at stake. The court made a decision. He had a right to even apply for a review because it was a 5-4 decision at the time, I think. He had the right. But also, I disagree with the court. But I accepted the decision. So he didn't hold himself as president at the time. But he has said, so okay, court may decide. Even though many courts in Agyapong, that is what we are all employed to do. So the court will make a decision. I want to respect the decision. Then you follow the due process, whether you apply for a review or you go on appeal. You know, so for not doing that, I think it's a big challenge for not doing that. Yes, we have the side of the story. I don't think she's commented on anything concerning the contempt application, whether it was served on her, whether the order itself, whether the order itself is ready or is not ready, and that is another legal matter. But no, we can't. But I mean, generally, when there's an injunction placed on anything, the person seeking that injunction must respect that procedure. Now we are NPP general elections. Obey the injunction for one of the Kumasi areas. See, I mean, for whatever happened, the NPP has respected the decision of the court and they have nullified the result of that election, even though they went on to do it. Nullified, that is respect to the court.
Council, yaba baby, Mamimbu Sao say, a dear bad dear nebet to me, a chuchaji Adwoa Safo. What is that one thing and no pen debate to me as save from further issues with our laws?
Oh, no, this matter I would not like to go into it too much concerning the differences, because from what I do, they say obi o lawyer in tunifu a lawyer do my anything. You see, so on one case, and I think she knows what she is doing. But to educate your listeners, your listeners who say when there's any order for injunction, you don't do what the court is asking you not to do. The difference is you obey media. For example, I have overheard another interview on your radio station in connection with a campaign of one of the four of Apostle Kwadwo Safo, the late year or Kase, there was a suggestion say, Yemfa dummy body, be an Adwoa Safo, because ye dummy body be free, South Africa, the Aba, the Aba, the year, Papa ni moon and Casade, Omuni, Omufansha, Adakam, no Muko Street, and no, and the public money account. So I think that perhaps a deal Becca said. Be a body na a display or honor, and yet Apostle Kwadwo Safo body na Kasankasa display or honor. I then am here or honor a friend a gathering of their sorrow for it is at the body a honor and yet original body a dummy body. Say obedient to near Monco transition and your body need the honor, body need your money need transition at the honor. So you see, it can go in that route. You see, this comes to confirm, and if I may digress a little bit, say, you see, it comes to confirm, say, perhaps, a year can see Kumasi na no, a people na a dummy body near the Kumasi, because we have now come to confirm, say, the body was actually buried in Accra.
Aye.
You see, so why do we do this thing to deceive the public? Why do we do this? Why do we do this to deceive the public? Like I say, penifua a bata a call Kumasi Kotana Yena Senior. It was a dummy thing that you use, complete deception. Why do we do this?
Answer. My yenda was it. Yamishra. Lawyer Kwadwo Ofori Dankwa and Amotie Nkano. Or say we must respect our laws. The same law, no.